Hi, good afternoon, ma'am. How you doing? My name is Wilmer. Your name is?
Samantha.
Samantha. Nice to meet you, Samantha.
Nice to meet you.
This is the car that we spoke about. This is the 2016 Impreza. Now, this is the sedan version. Subaru actually does focus a lot on safety, reliability. All Subarus actually do come with a symmetrical all-wheel drive system except the BRZ. So this is the car that we spoke about over the phone. I want to go over every detail of the car. I know you have a child. Now, Samantha, do you plan to be working in the car?
Probably not.
Probably not. How about your husband?
Probably not.
Probably not. All right, well, let me explain the engine to you. What you have here is a boxer engine. It's a 2.0, 148 horsepower engine. Everything in yellow is things you can monitor on your own in case you wanted to. I want to show you something really cool. So, right on over here, you have your coolant. It uses full synthetic oil, which is the OW20. Here's your brake fluid. Here's your window fluid. Now, if you want to change your own oil, you have your oil filter up top. So you don't have to crawl underneath anymore to get the filter that somewhat is on the way. Over here, you have an oil dipstick. This is where you can actually monitor your fuel levels. Actually, not your fuel, I'm sorry, your oil. Right on over here, you have your intake. Intake, accessing intake is very simple. You have just pop these two levers to the back. Push this back. You will have full access to accessing your intake filter. Now, Subaru's technology is very simple. Instead of making cars complicated, we actually simplified everything, make it much user-friendly and very efficient in many different ways.
Okay.
The MPGs in this car is 31. You actually get 28 city, 36 highway, which leaves a bonus for 31. So let's go over the car, explain a little bit more. So this one here comes with the eyesight, navigation. This is the one we spoke about over the phone. Eyesight is a pre-collision system. It's a throttle assist. So if you get on cruise control, the car will actually slow down according to how you have the settings. Let's suppose you're on the highway, you have your cruise control setting to 70 miles an hour. Traffic picks up. Typically, we're used to putting our brakes or canceling the system because we have to hit our brakes. The eyesight system actually will slow down the car for you. That's what you have for 30 feet of distance and you feel comfortable 30 feet of distance between cars. Eyesight will actually do that for you. So as the car gets closer to your car will automatically slow down. Once that person drives away or the lane becomes free, your car will accelerate once back up to 70 or however you have the cruise control set to. Okay? Side blinkers, you actually will have a notification anytime you're making a right-hand turn, this will start blinking.
Okay.
Okay. Once you have a seat on the passenger side, you're a little comfortable. So the Imprezas come with the different trim levels. This one here is the limited version, which is the leather interior. Regardless of the trim level, you're going to have manual seats.
Okay.
Okay. Now this one will also come with heated seats, and they're actually mid-back to your lower thighs. All right. Comfortable?
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, this car will come with a sunroof. And it does have the tilt motion if you want to tilt your glass. All right?
Okay.
Let's go and take a deeper look into what you're purchasing. Now, when it comes to safety, Subaru is well known for the safety. You have a total of 7 airbags inside this car that also include common side airbags. For the driver, you can have knee side airbags and your center airbag for your face. For your passenger, you can have common side airbags and of course your standard front side airbag. Now, when it comes to safety, Subaru is well known for the safety that I was telling you. These are all the areas they actually do focus on. They actually do focus on every safety scenario. We don't want somebody to be driving. There's a lot of T-Ram accidents. We don't want that ever happening to you or you becoming disabled in any way. So Subaru actually has a 1-inch bar on the driver's side and the passenger side that will actually absorb the side impact. For the passengers in the rear, we actually do have a diagonal bar, it's a 1-inch, that will absorb the side impact as well. Okay? Subaru is well known for the safety in the sense of gas tanks. Have you ever run out of gas in the highway?
Probably once.
Probably once. Where was the gas tank located?
On the left side.
On the left side. So you were over here pumping in your gas because you had to get gas, and you had to worry about oncoming traffic, right?
Yeah.
Well, we actually have the gas tank located in the right-hand side, which you just pull over to the side and you have full access to putting in your gas without any problems. Now also this will come with a backup camera. Here's your backup camera. This car does come with the automatic release in the back. And there's different ways to actually open it. You could just press this button or you can do it from your remote and it'll just pop it open. Seats still recline flat in case you need it to. As you can see, we have a nice big compartment. All servos will come with the snack mats, all weather mats, and a cargo tray. Underneath here, in worst case scenario, you have a flat tire. So these are all the tools you're going to need to change your tire. You have your jack lift, and underneath here, where you're going to have the tow hook, jack, bolt remover, and the spare tire. Now, the reason why I mentioned the tow hook is that if you ever need towing assistance, normally a tow truck driver has to hoist you from underneath the car. With a tow hook, this little door here will actually pop out, and you have this option in the front and the rear bumper. It connects right into the body of the car so they can actually hoist you from that area instead of latching something underneath. You know, every time you latch the car underneath, you can actually launch your car. Of course, a lot of people don't know that. So, this car does come equipped with this Starlink Safety Plus. It's a SOS system and roadside assistance. What we have here is a simple system for security, and we want you to be safe at all times. In worst case scenario, you're unconscious behind the wheel. SOS will actually call into the car, actually Starlink will call into the car, and they will actually want to find out your status. If you're unconscious behind the wheel, they actually will send out all 3 emergency crews to your exact location. And if you're having a panic attack or some type of medical condition, you can just press the little SOS button, let them know the situation, pull over to the side, and paramedics will come to your location or whatever emergency services are required. In case you have a flat tire or run out of gas, you have your roadside assistance button you can actually just press. And I'll show you exactly where those buttons are located inside the car. Now, all seats do fall flat. You have a little lever right up here, you just got to pull it up. As you can see, well, this one here is not going to do it because the seat is actually leaning back. So this option does come with also boost. As you can see, the seats are flat, so you have a nice big open space. Now, I understand you have a child, correct?
Yes.
How hard is it now to buckle your son into the car seat?
Very.
Very hard? I want you to look over here. You actually do have 2 anchors right on the bottom here. And if you can actually run your hand through, you actually will feel a hook. So that's where you're going to anchor your child, and of course, you always going to put the seatbelt on there as well.
Okay.
Now, this car does have room for 5. So you are going to have a little bit more space than what you wanted. But you wanted something small, compact, so this car will actually fit you best. Why don't you have a seat on the driver's side, and I'll explain all the key features to you. Okay, how's your seat? Comfortable?
Yeah.
Do you need to get closer to the wheel, further away from the wheel?
No, I think I'm good.
You're good? All right. Well, the steering wheel is telescopic. In other words, in case you want to drop it up or down, I'm just going to release it. If you want to release it, or bring it towards you. You have pedal shifters. Let me just explain everything here. So you have automatic lights, so the car will know when to turn on the lights and when to turn them off. You're going to have daytime automatic running lights. So they're actually not full-on lights, they're actually a little bit dimmer, but you have daytime running lights, and the car will know when to turn them on and when to turn them off.
Okay.
If you want to turn on your lights manually, we got to let this lever all the way up. And if you want to turn them all the way off, you just turn it off. Now this car also does come with the fog light option. This is how you activate your fog lights. This is how you deactivate it. Now all Subarus do come standard with Bluetooth connectivity. You can actually pair up to 5 different devices onto your car. Only one will be active. So let me explain your steering wheel. You have all the controls you have for the steering wheel. You actually have it in your center console,
Okay.
which include a menu button, a back button. This here's a mute button, volumes up and down, presets left and right, or fast track, backtrack. Source if you want to change audio source from AM to FM to Sirius XM or even Bluetooth audio. And this is your voice activation software. Once we have your phone paired into the system, let's suppose you want to call mom and you have mom as one of your contacts. You just press the little talk switch, wait for the beep, and then say call mom. And it's going to start that call mom for you. Now, if you have an incoming call, you're going to press this button here to accept your incoming call, and this button here to hang up. If you wish to accept an action, you're going to press that button. If you want to cancel an option, you're going to press that button. Now, these little levers here, you're actually going to bring them towards you, and they'll change the display you actually have up here. Typically, we have miles, how fast you're actually driving. You have your digital and analog. If you want to have directional setting on the display as well, you have the option for that. Now, this car does come with GPS system. The GPS system will actually be integrated onto the center dash here. So if you have a turn coming up, let's suppose in the next 300 feet, we want you to make a left, you will see the display right up here that you have to make a left in the next 300 feet. As you get closer to it, that distance will actually become shorter. Now, if you want to open up your trunk, you're going to hold this lever. Once you press that lever, you hear a pop, that means it says open. Same thing for your gas cap. Now, if you want to take off traction control, right now you have a 25 split in all tires. In other words, all tires are working independently. If you want to have more power in the rear, less power in the front, you take off traction control. However, if you do turn it off, just know you may have a chance of spinning on your tires because now you actually took off the symmetrical wheel drive system. It's still all-wheel drive, but they're just rotating all at the same speed. Fog lights actually rotate up to 15 degrees in either direction, according to how you have the wheel turned. So if you want the fog lights to be looking forward at all times, you just press S or F off, and it will just turn it on. Okay? Now these are knee side airbags I was just telling you about outside. Cruise control. Now the way you activate cruise control is you press this button first, and then you're going to press down. Once you press down, you are setting up the car to the speed. So once you press these two buttons, you're going to see on display here how fast you're actually driving. If you want to increase, you just press up. If you want to decrease, you're going to press down. Now if you accelerate, let's suppose you set your cruise control to 65 and you want to increase it up to 70 without using these levers, you can actually put your foot on the pedal and then go down to set, and you actually reprogram the new speed that you just set up there. If you put your foot on the acceleration without pressing the set button, it will just reduce it back to 65. This is the button you can actually set a distance between cars. You have a 30, a 20, or 10 feet of distance between cars. If you want to cancel the system, all you gotta do is put your foot on the brake or hit that little cancel button. Okay? Right up here is the little two buttons I was just telling you about, the SOS and your roadside assistance. Now, once we have your Starlink activated, you're going to see a green light on top, that means to say your service is fully operational. If you see the red light, that means to say your service has expired or is not operational. Right on over here, you have the buttons for eyesight. Now, eyesight actually does a couple of more things than just looking at the road. It's actually on at all times. So if you're in the local street and you forget to hit your brakes, your car will actually come to complete stop. Same thing on the highway. If you're on the highway, I suppose traffic's moving 50 and then it shuts down to about 10 miles an hour, you don't have to worry about canceling the system. Eyesight will actually do that for you. And if you are getting off your lane, you have an early lane departure. In other words, if you are begin to sway up to your shoulder, as soon as you hit that strip, you will have 3 beeps inside the car. It will let you know that you are hitting the shoulder. And if you are turning without turning on your blinker, you will have the same notification. Okay? Now, let me get in the car with you and show you a little bit more features. Okay. So, in the center console, you actually have your GPS system. Up here, you will actually have your outside temperature, how many mpgs you're currently getting, and the time. Manual set time. Up here you have your garage door openers. You have a total of 3 garage door openers, and your directional setting. If you want to have your phone paired in the system, I'll show you how to do that. The home button will have all the options available to you, which are your apps, information, settings, GPS, and stuff in that nature. Directional setting for the wind is going to be right down here. You have a front defrost and a rear defrost. Anytime you activate the front defrost, it will bring air from the outside in. Anytime you activate the front defrost, it will open up these areas here in the front, and these here in the corners, especially designed for your side windows. You have a rear defrost as well. Wind direction, actually this is wind direction, wind speed, air circulation, AC, and climate control. Right on over here you have a 12-volt outlet. You have your park, reverse, neutral, drive, and manual. Now, if you want to do the manual, do you know how to drive manual?
No, I know.
No, you don't. Well, you don't have to worry about it too much because here you have the automatic manual system. You don't have a clutch. So if you want to gear up, you're going to press a plus, and if you want to gear down, you press down. And you can do that at any time during the drive. You don't have to start the car. You just switch it over to the drive whenever you work. Parking brake, obviously. Seat warmers. Inside here, you have a 12-volt outlet, USB, and auxiliary inputs. Now, this car is the limited trim level, so it just comes with the automatic push start. If you want to turn on the car, you got to put the foot on the brake, and then press the start button, and it will start the car. If you wish to lock the car, you don't need to have your keys out anymore. You can actually lock it from the outside and lock it from the outside. And I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
All right, Samantha, you can step out of the car. Thank you. So in the automatic locking option, you have two little strips here you can actually cover with your finger, and it will lock the doors. And then to unlock it, all you got to do is run your hand under, and you'll unlock your driver's side door only, or if you wanted to, we can actually program the doors to unlock everyone. Okay? Now, I know you have a little child. He's going to be grown up. So you have child locks also integrated on the rear doors. All right, would you like to take a test drive? All right, great. All I need is your license. I'll make a copy.